Yeah, hats off to Kim McNeil in East Carolina. I know how hard she's worked to get her program established. I mean, being picked last and the last 3 years finishing in the bottom half of the conference, and it's a tremendous, just tremendous effort from them to be where they are right now. So hats off to her and her program. Yeah, we picked a day where shots didn't fall for us. I've never thought that would happen for us. I knew we would come and defend and rebound and do what we need to do on that end. Never thought that we would not make a three. I don't think we had any game since I've been coaching here that we hadn't made a three. And that happened tonight, excuse me. I think everything else, we just kind of rushed ourselves and didn't take advantage of opportunities that we had earlier. I thought in the second quarter we had an opportunity to be able to push the lead and take care of it, but we didn't. Then we got into a dogfight in the third quarter and fourth quarter, and again, the ball just didn't fall for us. But hats off to these two young ladies up here and our team, because again, to go and do what we've done this year, when you start out non-conference with a really, really tough schedule and don't accomplish the things you want to accomplish in non-conference, and you get the conference, and we made up our mind right then and there to say March 9th was going to be the date that we were going to get here for this championship game, and they saw that vision back then before our even conference game even started, and we made it here. And that's the thing that makes these two different, because again, I wouldn't want to go to war with anybody except for those two. When you're talking about the perseverance and the resilience of our team, it starts with those two. Bria Patterson and Tatiana Hill sitting right next to me, because again, they make everything we do happen. Hats off to our staff and everybody who worked their tail off. And again, I tell you what, we had a hell of a year. Thank you.
All right, we have a question right here in front on the right.
Hey Ron, how heartbreaking was this loss?
Tremendously heartbreaking. Speechless to the team in the locker room, trying to find the words without rumbling and those kind of things, to just talk to them about, the opportunity you had today was earned, and it's 300 other schools that wish they were in your place right now, and we let it slip through our fingers. But yeah, it's really, really difficult to swallow right now.
Question on the left.
Ron, I mean, how hard is that, locker room scene to you have to, address the team after, coming so close and, having this kind of run to get here?
You go to the ACE program that teach you how to train to be a head coach, and then Nike have the Villa 7, they teach you how to become a head coach. They don't have any sessions that teach you how to go and dress your team after a kind of loss like today. So nothing that you could learn from being a head coach can prepare you for that. It's just something that has to come, and you have to experience it, and you have to try to find the words. And, the thing you have to do is be truthful, honest, and loving, because again, they work their tails off and you can't take that from them, but nobody can teach you anything about going in that locker room after a tremendous, disappointing 2-point loss like that.
Anybody else?
Ron, just looking at the entire season, close games were pretty much a majority of them. Does that sort of make this tough, knowing that, I mean, you guys have been in these situations, but just sometimes just not being able to get over that hump, like you said?
Exactly. It started out in non-conference. We had the lead all the way up until, probably the last 2 minutes of the game, and not being able to close them out. I thought we kind of cracked that in conference some, where we won some close games and close to the end of non-conference as well. So I thought we were over the hump, going over some special situation things, and then dictating with our defense to where we wasn't in those positions, just because, we can turn it up and be able to turn people over and be able to create an advantage on that end. But yeah, it's the telltale of our season. You know, close games have been Achilles' heels for us.
On the left over here.
Bria and Tatiano, just what are your emotions and how you describe the locker room mood after the game?
Can you say that one more time?
Emotions in the locker room.
It's just kind of like a disbelief almost. I feel like our team came out, we fought hard to the end, so I feel like we could live with that part about it, but of course you want to win, so that's kind of a hard pill to swallow, like Coach Huey said. Yeah, what Bria said is definitely a hard pill to swallow because I know how much like we worked so hard this season to get to this point, and yeah, it's a lesson learned.
Down in front on the right.
For both you ladies, as your coach said, it got away from you. How painful is it setting in that it got away for both you ladies?
Real painful. I mean, like you said, it slipped out our hands. It was in our grasp, so letting it fall like that, it hurts a lot. Yeah, this one hurt because I felt like we had control of the game and we let it slip away.
All right, let's go to the Zoom call.
Okay, if we have any questions through Zoom, you just use the raise hand feature. And seeing none, we can turn it back to
All right,
Zoom.
we have, we have one more on the right.
Ron, I know it's not the destination that you would prefer, but any thoughts or consideration on would you like to play in the NIT, or do you feel like there'll be some opportunities there if you want to continue your season?
Yeah, we got a bunch of emails from, other tournaments and things like that, but, it's time to set a standard for NCAAs around here. And that's the thing that we get together as a team and talk about and being able to make some headway that way. Again, the standard that we've set, again, finishing in the top 3 or 4, last 3 or 4 years, maybe even 5 years, and getting so close, and 20 wins and 18 wins and, Sweet 16s and WNITs and all that's just coming up short. Again, we sit down together as a group and be able to make a decision with that because, again, their word is just as important as mine. It's been a long year, and we want to make sure that we are all on board if we're going to do anything moving forward. But the one thing I want to say about this group is, the resilience is just tremendous. It's just tremendous. When you come to work every single day, when things not happening your way and you're getting those close losses and, things like that, and they still came to work. We never got blown out this year, no matter who we played. And we played a top 15 schedule in the country. I had coaches calling me like, why y'all scheduled so hard? We had a team that can be able to do that. Never got blown out. Never got blown out. And they came to work every single day. Every day. No matter if you ask them to play 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. 3 overtime games, 1 overtime, no matter. And the thing that we talked about in that locker room was bottling up this feeling. This pain, this disappointment, this disbelief, and letting it fuel us for future steps. Every single day, starting with life itself. Because everything matters, and that's why we say it. We wanted to fight for 40 minutes like everything matters, and I can't say not 1 second that they didn't do that. And that's why you can hold your head up and put your chest up and put your shoulders back and walk around proud, because you know you did your job to the best of your ability. And that's the most thing I'm so happy about with this team and these two.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. And shout out to the Houston SID, Fletcher, for his help.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.